Many of us were not privileged to his sideline behavior in the 70s, but we have been through the 90s and to present day. We thoroughly enjoy his candor and support. To our favorite fan in the stands, and we are looking forward to many more years. And might I add, that's no homer call. Dr. John, the team would like to present you a small token of their appreciation and thanks. Now for the team trainer. You've certainly earned that title this year again. And I know the coaches and players would definitely agree. It wasn't until this year that I realized, as well as other parents, how important Dora's role is to this team. Because it was our sons that were injured. It seemed like when the doc wasn't there, Dora was, to lend aid to the injured. She has sacrificed much of her own time, although we are certain she does not feel it to be a sacrifice at all. Working her magic so our boys can return to the ice as quickly as possible. Dora, thank you for all you do. Dora, the team would also like to present you a small token of their appreciation. Now, Coach Rob would like to say a few words.
I'll try not to break down. As each season winds down, so inevitably do the high school hockey careers for our seniors. As a coach, it's amazing to watch each player as they grow and mature over the years. Some grow more than others, as you can tell by looking at Mike Southwick, and well, everybody else, I guess. But they all matured as hockey players and turned into young adults. They have each in their own way left a mark on this program, and for that I say thank you. We stuck it out through hard times 4 years ago, as well as through our successes in the last couple. I know they will all be successful in whatever they do, and Lee and myself wish them the very best. I hope to see them in the stands next year if they get the chance to cheer on the program they helped for the last 4 years. I would also like to thank the parents of these players for their dedication both to their sons and to this program. Without your support, and of course your wallets, their participation in this program would not have been possible. I would also like to thank another senior, someone who has never touched the ice for us, never scored a goal or stopped a breakaway, but without her help, Lee and I would have been lost. She takes harassment from the boys and us constantly, but has kept coming back for 3 years. We certainly appreciate all her time and dedication to this team. She'll be hard to replace next year as our manager. Nicole LeBlanc and her parents, Joy and Jay. And lastly, but not least, there is one more senior citizen that needs to be recognized. To someone who's always whining about how he does so much and never gets mentioned, and no, I didn't get your flowers, Sean, but we do appreciate all the time and dedication you put into running the clock and sound for our games. Although I am sure some officials wish you would retire for all the smart remarks you have for them, you're not getting off that easy. We couldn't do without you. Thank you.
Hello everybody from the Civic Center in Rouse's Point. Tonight we are bringing you Northeastern Clinton Cougar hockey, where Beekmantown Eagles are taking on the Cougars. You have our apologies tonight. Tonight is senior night. It is the last home game for the Cougars this year. And I'd like to mention the seniors that this will be their last time on the ice as a Cougar. It would be Justin Marks, David Werner, Nate Young, John Juno, Cody Roberts, and we wish you all the best and good luck in the future, wherever it may bring you. So be prepared. We have Cougar hockey coming up. I would like to mention Mike Southwick is also a senior. This is his last game at the Civic Center in Rouse's Point, and good luck to you too, Mike.
To the Rouse's Point Civic Center for tonight's contest between the visiting Beekmantown Eagles and the Cougars from Northeastern Clinton. In goal, number 30, Jacob Beeman. On defense, number 4, Nick Woodley. On defense, number 5, Nick St. Dennis. On forward, number 6, Nathan Racine. At forward, number 12, John Aaron. At forward, number 15, Chad Kuchek. The Eagles, their coach, are Bill Bayshard, Jason River, and Julie Foster. Now, for the starting lineup of the Cougars. At forward, number 2, Justin Marks. At forward, number 3, David Werner. At forward, number 8, Nate Young. On defense, number 15, Mike Southwood. On defense, number 9, John Juno. And in goal, lining the pipes, number 33, Matt Welch. Cougars are coached by Rob Francis Lee Gadway. Please rise for the national anthem.
And we are ready for Cougar hockey. Hello again, everybody. Along with Eric Richards, I'm Craig Hicks, bringing you play-by-play tonight. Tonight, the Beekmantown Eagles are taking on Northeastern Clinton Central Cougars. Our official scorekeeper tonight is Sean Parker. Cougars coaches are Rob Francis and Lee Gadway. Beekmantown's coaches are Bill Bayshard, along with Jason Crispin and Julie Foster. And we're ready for hockey. Well, Eric, what do you think tonight is going to bring?
Well, it should be one great contest, Craig.
Beekmantown is comprised of primarily Shazy and Beekmantown players. They have a merger going on. Right now, as referees are verifying the nets are intact, doors are locked. Tonight, as I've mentioned, is the last home game for Northeastern Clinton. And we're ready to face off here. And the Cougars get the draw, dumping up the boards, back. Beekmantown throwing it out into center ice. Here come the Cougars. Good back checking there. Nice hit. Northeastern dumping and running. And Beekmantown recovering well. And it looks like it's going to come back down into the Beekmantown zone with an icing. Face off to the right of Jacob Beeman. Here comes Beekmantown dumping it in. Matt Welch going around, just missing it, just getting underneath the stick. Cougars get it out. Here comes 2-on-1. Cougars coming back onside. Dumping. Beekmantown looking for a line change. Just over a minute into the period. Nice back and forth game. Here come the Cougars. Jeanette with a backhand. Just wide.
Chris Matat back to the point. Out it comes, dumps it back in. Intentional offsides there. Oh, awful hit. Referee missed that call. They dump it on in here. Beekmantown recover. Cougars on a line change. Trying to break the zone. It's out. It's offsides. They're back in. Oh, here comes Beekmantown. Oh, it's a little great forechecking by the Cougars. There's a shot. Big save by Beeman. Boy, those first saves, Craig, those are the shaky ones. You know, it's really testing the waters.
Well, that's when you got to get out and you got to make those first initial saves and show your defense that you're there to support them and give your offense the confidence that, you know, they need to get out there and do some scoring. Beekmantown, little miscalculation throwing the puck out in front just about 40 seconds ago into the game. But they recovered, and they've recovered well. Here comes Beekmantown. Out of the ice. Oh, nice hit. Both teams are playing nice and aggressive. Good, clean aggressiveness, though. Oh, out in front. Got a little pile up in front of the right of Beeman. Back to the point. Mike Southwick over. The shot just wide. Oh, and they get a rebound. Puck's loose out. Nobody out front. Coming back. Southwick winds up the shot. And a stop and play. The crowd is very much appreciative of this. Good action going on here tonight on this February 15th, 2006. Cougars putting some pressure on early. Shot just deflected over to the side, to the left of Beeman. Cougars behind the net, trying to get it out front. Again to the point. Over, just off to the backhand. And Beeman will cover it up again. A little pushing in front of the net. Nothing going. 11:29 left here into the first period. Nothing.
Great pressure put on by the Cougars there, Craig.
The Cougars are putting on some pressure here into the first few minutes of the game. Beekmantown's goalie, Beeman, is doing a great job. Should be sparking up his defense. They're doing a great job of keeping the Cougars' offense out in front of him. And it looks like we have a penalty coming up here to Beekmantown.
The boarding call, Craig. Nick Woodley will be serving minute 30 for boarding. Sam Parker keeping it in. Cougar power play. They've had a good one this year. A lot of skill out here. Pressure on the puck. Young Jeanette. Beekmantown ices it out. Down to the goaler. Plays it up. Gets it back in play quickly. Down it goes. Beekmantown able to get it out of the zone. Passes over into the zone. Boy, Cougars having a hard time getting it going here. A shot with a nice save. Matat down into the corner to Jeanette. This guy can wheel it. Back to the point, Sammy Parker, quick shot. Good recovery. Good save there by Beeman. Stopping the play. Much needed stop.
41 seconds left here into the power play for the Cougars. You could tell off that play, Rob Francis has spent a lot of time with his players working power plays. What do you say about that, Eric?
Yes, indicates a lot of hard work.
A lot of great position playing too. Double team on the Cougars. Behind the net. Cougars coming up. They got 25 seconds left here into the power play. Beekmantown stopping a goal, but here come the Cougars. And the shot. Save. And there will be a stoppage in play. We'll be right back after these messages. Cougars drive back, win the draw. To the point. Cougars trying to set something up, putting on the screen in front of the goalie. Just wide of the net. Cougars dumping it around the back of the net. Puck's tied up along the boards, coming free. Again, back to the point. And off the Beekmantown player, it will be to the right of Jacob Beeman. Power play is done. Both teams back at full strength. Cougars have been dominant so far into the period of keeping the puck into Beekmantown territory. Puck out front loose. Beekmantown defender getting it off to the side very quick. Cougars regain control out front. Cougars trying to set something up. Trying to dump it around. Little dump and go. John Juneau took a pretty good hit along the boards right there, but here comes Beekmantown, one-on-one. Deflected, not even getting to Matt Welch. Here come the Cougars. Cougars are going to make a line change here on the play. Beekmantown. Oh, I don't know, but here comes a penalty against Northeastern. Going to be tripping. 8:41 left here into the first. And Cougar penalty is going to be assessed to Nate Young. Oh, that was a nice play out front. Cougars dumping and going. Cougars playing good defense, keeping the puck in the Beekmantown zone. Cougars are gonna stick to playing the box here. Here comes Beekmantown. To the right of Matt Welch. Cougars send it right back down. 40 seconds left into the power play. 7:48 left into the first period of play here. No score. Beekmantown, no offsides. Cougars doing a great job of killing this power play. Dumping and going, dumping and going. Oh, Jeanette picks up the puck. Has to get it out front. Here it is. Nothing going. Good defensive playing.
Cougars will have another penalty. Got a high sticking behind the play. Chris Matat will go to the box for at least a minute and a half.
The initial, the first Cougar penalty is over. That was assessed to Nate Young. Who picked up this penalty here?
This will be Chris Matat.
Chris Matat. So he will go to the box for a minute and 30 with 7:09 left in, and Cougars wasting no time, sending the puck down the ice. Cougars spend an awful lot of time on skating. You can tell that by looking at this team right here, Eric.
Yes, they're very advanced in their skating skills, Greg. They have a lot of kids that have grown up playing hockey and a lot of experience on their feet.
Back into Beekmantown zone. Cougars, doesn't matter if there's 5 or 4 players, they are doing a fantastic job of keeping the puck away from Matt Welch. Puck out in center ice into the neutral zone. Goes back to Mike Southwick. Oh!
That's Jason Baker, Craig. Jason Baker, Beekmantown scored a nice goal, beautiful goal. Positioned right up in the top corner. He roofed that one, Craig.
I don't think Matt Welch had very much to see right there. It looked like he was kind of tied up with a nice screenplay out front. It hit the top corner on his blocker side. 6:11 left to go into the first period of play. Beekmantown jumps out in front, 1-0 against the Cougars. So both teams will be back to full strength here. I know what Matt Welch is thinking right now is he doesn't like letting that first goal go by him, but what he's got to do is keep his head to himself and keep his defense positive and talk to his defense, keep him out in front, from out in front of him.
Beekmantown is a very young team. It's composed of mostly 10th and 11th graders, and they're an up-and-coming team. They're going to be someone to reckon with in the next coming years.
And Bill Bayshard has done a great job with this Beekmantown team. I remember back playing in '93. He was coaching Beekmantown back then.
Oh, he's a tremendous coach and an athlete himself.
Cougars into the neutral zone, trying to regroup, get something going. Here come the Cougars. They're going to dump and go. Line change coming up for the Cougars. Cougars just barely getting knocked out of the zone. Couldn't get a stick on it. Oh. And Beekmantown will go with a line change. We got 4:45 left to go here into the first period of play.
Turnover.
That almost got off the skate of number 9, John Juno, right there. Almost deflected towards Matt Welch, but no harm done. Into the neutral zone. Here come the Cougars.
Sam Parker.
Out front, nobody there. Nothing going.
Jeanette. Cougars working it down low. Jeanette with the puck. Looking for someone to go. He's going to control. Oh, what a beautiful pass. There he goes. Matat with the puck now. Circling. Beekmantown picks it up, dumps it out, clears the zone. That'll be an icing. There we go. Both teams are going to take a line change.
And we're ready to resume play right here to the left of Beeman. Cougars into the corner. Tied up along the boards. Beekmantown fighting to get it out. Here comes Beekmantown into the neutral zone. Lose control. Puck being slapped around. Cougars have to focus on playing, position playing like they have been throughout the game. Just a few moments ago, I mean, that was a very opportune play for the Cougars, but just could not capitalize on it. They will have more chances though as the night goes on. Out front, just over the stick. Here comes Beekmantown out into the neutral zone. No penalty assessed on the play. Lake Southwick doing some pushing and shoving. Sam Parker, I'm sorry. I don't know how I messed up that one.
And with an icing call, here we are. Face-off Cougar zone.
2:52 left to go.
Beekmantown winning the draw. Quick shot.
That was a nice defensive play right there by Michael Southwick.
Up come the Cougars. Breaking the zone. Dumping it in. Playing chase. Racine with the puck. Tries to break the zone. Cougars shot. Another save for Beeman. He's getting a workout tonight, Craig.
He absolutely is. I mean, his defense needs to give him a little bit more support back there, but Jacob Beeman is playing one terrific game behind the pipes. Between the pipes, I should say. Face-off will be right to the right of him. We'll tie up along the boards. Out front, nothing going. Cougars trying to gain possession. Back to the point. Nice pass. Nice play. Oh, great glove save. 2:09 left to go here into the first. A lot of action so far into this game. And I'd like to say that there's a pretty good crowd on hand tonight too, Eric.
Yeah, that shot just come from Josh Bayshard. Josh is a 10th grader. Lots of great things that come from this young player, Craig.
Oh, I agree. And what's nice for the younger players, they get to watch the seniors and grow up with the seniors, and someday they'll be there as well.
Yeah.
Here come the Cougars. Up front, we got a 3-on-2. The shot, it scores! And we are all tied up at 1-1 with 1:49 left to go into the first period of play.
That was just Josh Bayshard, as I was saying, a 10th grader, stepping it up and contributing to this team. A large asset.
Cougar goal scored by number 6, Josh Bayshard. Assisted by number 18, Cody Roberts, and number 16, Justin Spring.
Play, and here come the Cougars. Score again!
A wonderful passing play there by Jeanette. Another youngster, Craig. Someone to really watch for.
Very impressive thus far into the game. The Cougars just going up by one. The 1:27 left here into the first period.
That was a great example of heads-up hockey. Their eyes are looking for the pass. They know where the puck is.
And speaking from a goalie's perspective, it's going to be nice if the Cougars keep Beekmantown out of their defensive zone, and Matt Welch can go in the locker room, get a break. And it's nice to be up after the first period of play. You get the butterflies out of your system. Shot and goal. Looks like there's going to be a penalty coming up here to Beekmantown. Notice there, Matt Welch, very quick to the bench to get that extra skater onto the ice. Good heads-up play all around. Penalty is going to be on Beekmantown Eagles, number 5, Nick St. Dennis. So the Cougars for the remainder of this period will be 5-on-4.
Not what Beekmantown's Bill Bayshard wanted to see, Craig.
No, you don't want to see that as a coach going in and then coming back out the next period and starting off shorthanded. The shot! And there will be another stoppage in play here with just 1 minute left to go into the first period of play. Beekmantown dumping along the boards and around. There's going to be a race to the puck.
Cougar goal scored by number 25, Max Millhite. Assisted by number 22, Jeremy Jeanette, and number 9, John Juno.
Sam Parker with the puck. Nice pass across, just couldn't get a stick on it. And looks like it's going to be like a two-line pass out of there, right, Eric?
No, they called that being it hit the player in the penalty box, and it's an automatic stoppage of play. Anytime it hits the player off the ice surface or netting around the ice surface.
Cougars chasing it deep into the corner. Now giving up 20 seconds left to go here into the period. Cougars have Probably one or two more opportunities, if that, but it's going to diminish here. Matt Welch is going to dump it around. 6 seconds to go. Maybe one shot, not even, but it was on net. And that will be the end of our first period of play here at the Civic Center in Rouse's Point. Northeastern Clinton Central Cougars leading Beekmantown Eagles by a score of 2-1. Hello everybody, welcome back. We're ready to kick off here to the second period of play at the Civic Center in Rouse's Point, where the Cougars of Northeastern Clinton are taking on the Eagles of Beekmantown.
Shots on goal in the first period. Cougars 17.
Cougars just scored a power play goal, 9 seconds left on the Beekmantown penalty, just 12 seconds into the period. Cougars are going to take a 3-1 lead, and it's going to be back full strength. And as Eric Richards and I were talking before the end of the period, that's what Bill Bayshard not want is to go into that locker room knowing he's coming out shorthanded in the second period.
No, these Cougars have a strong and intensive power play.
Cougar goal scored by number 25, Max Down. Assisted by number 15, Mike Southwick, and number 16, Justin Spring.
Cougars continuing to put the pressure on Beekmantown here around Beekmantown's net out front. Beekmantown clearing it out into the neutral zone. Here comes Beekmantown. They got a breakaway on Matt Welch. Score!
Big goal there for Beekmantown. They needed that one. Keep them in this game. 2
quick goals within the first minute of play, within 45 seconds of play into the second period. And we got a brand new game, just about 3-2, Northeastern up. Face off center ice. Cougars dumping it into Beekmantown zone. Cougars on the offensive here around the net. Nobody out front for the pass. Back to the point. Cougars keep it in. Up in the air into the corner. Everybody looking to find the puck. Cougars dumping it around. Cougars trying to set up some position playing here. Cougars digging deep into the corner. Beekmantown trying to get the puck out, give their defenders a rest, and we're going to have an offsides call coming up. Just outside of the Cougar territory. Beekmantown winning the face-off, dumping it in. Cougar defenders chasing. Cougars working on the breakout. Here we go. We got a 2-on-1. Pass out front. Nobody home. Nice play there by the defenders. Keeping the eye on the guy that was on the far side of the goalie, Beeman. Beekmantown dumping it out. And the official waving off. No icing. Cougars regrouping, working back on the breakout. Beekmantown holding it in. Now they have to come back on sides. Shot just wide. Here come the Cougars again. Getting tied up. Pass out front. Nobody home. Here comes Beekmantown. And it looks like the Cougars are going to be facing a tripping call here to Cody Roberts. Roberts not very happy with the call, shaking his head no onto the play. What do you think, Eric?
Well, I'm uncertain, Craig.
So 12:15 left into the second period. Cougars will be down a man into their zone to the right of Welch. Northeastern sending the puck all the way down. Northeastern doing a good job keeping it into Beekmantown territory. Here comes Beekmantown. Northeastern with the puck into the neutral zone, into Beekmantown territory. Cougars looking to get something going short-handed here, just wide of the net. 40 seconds left to go into the power play. Cougars doing magnificent here short-handed. Beekmantown leaving a hanger out by the blue line. They just can't get it out to that offensive player at this point. That'd be number 5, Nick St. Dennis, who's already scored in this game. 14 seconds left to go into the Cougar penalty. Out front. And pushing and shoving, Cougars win the battle.
Beekmantown really needing to get that forward back into the play here, Craig.
Well, I agree with you. Here comes Beekmantown leaving off just outside of the blue line, forcing them off sides. They'll send the puck back into Cougar territory. And Michael Southwick pick up the puck, send it up front. Here we go. It could be a breakaway. Beekmantown defender diligently getting back into his own zone to defend his goalkeeper. And it looks like we're going to have a stoppage in play and little skirmishing around here after the whistle. 10:09 left here into the second period. The officials trying to sort out what happened there.
Boy, they just got a little excitement here, that's all.
Sam Parker letting his presence be known out there as well.
I think he ate his lunch today, Craig.
So Beekmantown will be short a man for 1:30 with 10 minutes left to go here into the second period. Into the Beekmantown territory. Northeastern gaining possession of the puck. Sam Parker with the puck, shot on net, saved. Northeastern looking to get the pass out front. Northeastern getting the puck back. Looking to get it back to the point here. Sam Parker keeping the puck in, gives it to Northeastern. Northeastern sending it all the way down to Matt Welch.
Chasing Seamus Foster, the young player, 8th grade, Craig, for the Beekmantown team. Plays the ice very well.
Especially being in 8th grade and having all your upperclassmen in front of you. I mean, it takes a lot of nerve to be out here and do that.
Oh, we have a stoppage of play as some insulation fell from the ceiling.
Well, we're going to have to get the ice crew out here.
Yes, this insulation is a big problem here. The rust on the roof, it's steadily falling. A mistake having put this stuff up, but what a job it's going to be to clear it down.
And here we're getting a shot of our ice keeping crew. What a great job that they do here. Recovering the piece of insulation has dropped from the roof. What they're doing now is just making sure that players skating by will not get caught up in it and trip over anything and possibly harm somebody.
A definite behind-the-scenes play here, Craig. These guys do a lot for the community and deserve a lot of appreciation for everything they do for our youth. These guys have been here as long as I can recall, and always a positive influence here.
And as long as I can remember, I mean, from the baseball fields to the tennis courts, basketball courts, I mean, they do a great job here in the village of Rouse's Point of making sure that our youth are well taken care of.
An incredible public works department.
And we're getting ready here to resume action after a brief stoppage in play due to some insulation falling from the roof. Face-off going to take place right at center ice. 8:55 left here in the second period. 16 seconds remaining in the Beekmantown penalty. Northeastern up 3-2 at this point. Cougars on the offensive here in the Beekmantown zone. Around the net. Out front. The shot, the save. Nice stop. 2 seconds remaining left into the Beekmantown penalty. Good job by Beekmantown here, stopping the Cougars from going up 4-2. And both teams are back to full strength. Into the corner. Beekmantown and Cougar offensive players digging to get the puck in. Beekmantown comes out with it at about center ice. Just getting behind Beekmantown center. Oh, here come the Cougars, 2-0. Out front, the save. Nice stack of the pads by Beeman. Cougars remain with possession of the puck. Sending it around in back of the net. Back to the point, the wind up, the shot, just wide of the net. Cougars put some pressure on here, and just a little over half to go into the second period. And the puck comes out, and we'll have a souvenir for a lucky fan. And on the play, we're going to have a penalty coming up here, and it appears that it's coming up to the Cougars for.
Well, it looked like a slashing, Craig.
That's what it looked like from here too, and that is going to be the call. That's what the official's claiming. So I didn't really catch who the penalty was assessed to. Did you?
I believe it's number 25.
That would be Max Mela.
That's what the
7:42 to go. Face-off just outside of Beekmantown territory. Beekmantown now has a chance to gain here on the Cougars. But the Cougars are not going to have anything to do with it, stopping it into the neutral zone and sending it back into the Beekmantown defenders. Beekmantown breaking out, sending it up along the boards. Michael Southwick will pick it up, send it back up to the center. Back to Mike Southwick. Mike Southwick with a drive down the ice. Both teams have spent a lot of time in the corners tonight, huh, Eric?
We got a roughing call here on Beekmantown, Craig.
Oh, and
we might even get a double here. A little accident after the play. I didn't quite understand the call, but
Cougar fans are much appreciative of it. So that'll even them up, and the Cougars will end up coming out with a one-man advantage with 51 seconds left to go into their power play. So they'll just have a little bit longer to be on the power play here. 3-2. Second period, 7:02 left to go. Over to the point. Mike Southwick, the shot, the save. And
he's out here on a 4-on-4, and this might be a Cougar advantage.
Also, I believe what the call was right there was the man in the crease. Cougars win the faceoff, but can't get it back to a defender. Mike Southwick tying up his man. Nice dodge there. Here come the Cougars. Off a Beekmantown skate. Beekmantown will keep it into the zone. Cougars regroup, and they got a guy into the center.
Cougars are really outworking Beekmantown, Craig. They've outshot them a minimal 4-1.
And they just continue to keep the pressure on. They're not taking anything for granted, but I'll got to give Beekmantown credit. Their goaltender's playing one heck of a game here, and they're not giving up either.
No, these players are giving it their all.
Northeastern with the puck behind the net. Over to the point. Off to Mike Southwick's backhand side. The shot just wide. Beekmantown trying to tie the puck up into the corner. Back to the point. Off a skate. Backhand. Beekmantown doing a nice job of keeping Northeastern out from in front of the net. Northeastern is about ready to end their power play with Beekmantown coming back full strength, but they've put a lot of pressure on here. That backhand. Nice save. Both teams back full strength. 5:20 left to go in here into the second period with the Cougars up 3-2. Beekmantown needs to get a whistle here. Score! Good. One-timer there by Northeastern. Northeastern up now 4-2 with 5 minutes left to go. That goal was scored by Cody Roberts.
Cougar goal scored by number 18, Cody Roberts. Assisted by number 6, Josh Frazier, and number 25.
Beekmantown moving into Northeastern defending territory. Sam Parker stopping his man. Northeastern, possible break. Roberts again. Out front. Score! Nice play, I'll tell you. That is just simply amazing right there. I mean, nice play. Go and get them. Cougars not giving up anything here to Beekmantown with a 3-goal lead now with 4:33 left to go. Puck going down into Beekmantown defending territory.
Cody Marks assisted by number 18.
Here comes Beekmantown.
Number 6, Josh Frazier.
Beekmantown gets a shot off wide. Out in the center ice. This is dangerous territory. Nice save by Beeman. Cougars keep the puck into the zone. Stay on sides, but Beekmantown is going to stop that momentarily. Cougars have to come back on sides, and now they'll chase into the zone. A lot of credit this evening to Beekmantown's goalkeeper, Jacob Beeman. Here comes Beekmantown. Beekmantown trying to get something going here. Cougars stay on sides. Play breaking up by Beekmantown defender. And we're going to get a stoppage in play here with 3:15 left into the second period of play. Back to action here. And to the right of Jacob Beeman, Cougars looking to set something up here. Beekmantown has one Cougar defender to beat. And shot was just wide. Beekmantown, great opportunity, nice playing, just a little bit wide of the play. Cougars coming back. And And we've got a penalty coming up. Something breaking out here to the left of Beeman. And there's going to be the officials taking control here, and before anything escalates too far, put a stop to it. And we're getting a little reaction here from the fans at the Civic Center in Rouse's Point. And the officials trying to report to the official timekeeper, Sean Parker, what the call is going to be.
It's a match penalty, Craig. Teams will be full strength. Both teams receiving a penalty there.
So both teams will serve their minute 30, and after that's over, after the next whistle, they come out of the box. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe they'll have to wait for a whistle before they can come out.
Absolutely.
See my little rink rat? See my rink rat?
And the play is going to be to the right of Beeman into Beekmantown territory. The shot, nice glove save. Play out front. Nothing going. Mike Southwick keeping it in. Cougars have to come back on sides. One player left to get back on sides. Here come the Cougars. Giving the puck. Good passing. Shot. Scores. So the Cougars will go up by 4 goals, 6-2 here. Just over 2 minutes left to go into the second period of play. Cougars starting to walk away with a little bit, but Beekmantown not giving up. All kinds of credit going to Beekmantown defense and their goaltender. Little offense here that'll put Beekmantown right back into the game, but a very enjoyable game to watch nevertheless. And here we go, back into action. Cougars win the face-off, dumping it into Beekmantown territory. Cougars win the race to the puck. Puck out front.
Cougar goal, scored by number 22, Jeremy Gillette, assisted by number 21, Chris Matata.
And nice save by Welch right there. Jeanette with the goal. Second period, that put the Cougars up 6-2. Nice stop in there by Matt Welch. Beekmantown into the Cougar zone. Hasn't been there very much this period. In the shot. Beekmantown digging. And Northeastern will clear it off. Beekmantown bringing it back into their own zone, sending it back into the neutral zone. No call on the play, no icing. The officials waving it off. And we're going to wind down here to our final minute of play into the second period. Cougars going into Beekmantown territory again. Nothing very unfamiliar to the Beekmantown defense this game. Sam Parker, good hustle, keeping it in. Northeastern keeping it in, keeping the pressure on. We got 40 seconds left to go. Northeastern couldn't keep the puck in. Here comes Beekmantown taking on two Northeastern defenders. Out front, scores! 21 seconds left to go into the second period. And Beekmantown will cut the deficit in half by a margin of 6-3. And the puck away from Matt Welch. So on Matt Welch's credibility, he hasn't had much action, and you know it gets cold down there on the ice. Here come the Cougars. They got one more chance. 10 seconds to go. And And it looks like there's going to be a penalty coming up to Beekmantown. Welch going to the bench. And there will be 3 seconds left to go, so Beekmantown will start off the third period shorthanded as they did into the second period. Not what Bill Bayshard wanted to see here. And the Cougars may have one shot left with 3 seconds left to go. If they can one time it real quick, they may have one shot left to go, and that'll be the end of the second period. Cougars up 6-3.
Assisted by number 11, Ryan Lee.
And we're getting ready to kick off the final period of play here. Northeastern up 6-3 over Beekmantown. Northeastern at an advantage right now. They're on a power play. Beekmantown getting a penalty just before the end of the period, so Beekmantown's got some work cut out because the Cougars have been on top of Beekmantown defense the whole game. Beekmantown sending it down and around. Here come the Cougars into the neutral zone. Into Beekmantown defense, a shot. And Beeman will hold on to the puck. Face-off will be right to the right of him. 51 seconds remaining into the power play. Northeastern right here wanting to drop back to its point, get a screen, play on. And just about successful. Beekmantown doing a nice job getting it out of their zone, forcing the Cougars to come back on sides. Here come the Cougars. Oh, just over the top of Beeman. He got a piece of it. Number 22, Jeremy Jeanette, showing his motoring skills. Cougars coming back on sides. Out into center ice. Cougars doing a good job back checking. And 10 seconds to go into the Beekmantown penalty. Out front, Jeanette getting a piece of it just wide of Beeman. And the power play is over for the Cougars. Out front, Beekmantown going to send it down, and we'll get a stoppage in play here. Just what Beekmantown wanted. Face off right to the left of Beeman into the corner. Beekmantown coming out. They got a 2-on-2. Beekmantown offensive player just coming a little bit shy, forcing the puck a little bit ahead of him, losing control, forcing it over to Cougar defense. Cougars breaking out of the zone. Cougars. And I believe we have an offsides play coming up against Northeastern, so the puck will, the face-off will be just outside of Beekmantown defensive zone. Cougars dump it in. Northeastern looking to get some offense going here into this period, and they need to do something quick here. Nearly 3 minutes ticked away so far into this third period of play. Here comes Beekmantown, tied up. Cougar defenders doing a great job keeping them away from Matt Welch to that point. And the Cougars will get it out of their zone, forcing Beekmantown to come back on sides. Puck nearly coming up into the stands here. Matt Welch going around his net, grabbing the puck, passing it off to his defenders. And Beekmantown executing nicely of dumping the puck, changing up the line. Cougars have a man up top. Beekmantown will get a set of fresh legs out here on the ice. Into the corner. Puck out front. Looks like the post moving a little bit. The shot. Save. Sammy Parker forcing his man down, playing good defense. Beekmantown trying to get something going here. Northeastern having nothing to do with it. Keeping the pressure on, back into Beekmantown territory. Cody Roberts with the puck, back to the point. Northeastern shifting up on a couple of men. And the point going in strong. Northeastern forced to come back on sides here. Beekmantown making a line change as well. Here come the Cougars.
Don't stop anywhere. We're there, come right back.
Northeastern with the puck. And it looks like Jeremy Jeanette digging real strong into the corner, not giving up. Northeastern coming back, chasing into their own zone. Puck moving forward. Northeastern doing a nice job of using their points, good passing plays, dump and run. It's really great execution. And the puck fired across onto the far side to the right side of Beeman. Behind the net. Puck moving around the corner. Cougars going in strong. And the Cougars are going to get it. And they score! So that'll put the Cougars back up to their 4-goal margin. 8:56 left to go into the third period.
Cougar goal scored by number 16, Justin Spring, assisted by number...
And Justin Springs gets credited with the goal here in the third period. Northeastern bringing it back into Beekmantown territory. Beeman will sleep well tonight. He has been worked vigorously throughout this game. Northeastern with a little double team action into the corner. Beekmantown trying to get it out. Northeastern having nothing to do with it. Back to the point. Oh, here comes Beekmantown. And Northeastern doing a great job of back checking. Great job by Northeastern defenders right there, getting back to protect their goaltender. And Beekmantown forced here to come back on sides. And it gets into the back of the official. Northeastern dump and run. Northeastern running into their own players, a little miscommunication there, but they will regroup, send the puck down the ice, and a nice stoppage in play. Northeastern exactly what they want at 7:25 left to go here into the third period. Cougars up 7-3. Northeastern getting the puck out of their zone. Across! Nice save, Beeman. Northeastern keeping possession of the puck, and Beeman gonna tie it up to put a stop in play, and he'll have a face-off right to the right side of him. The officials have done a pretty good job throughout the game, keeping the game under control, so a lot of credit to them as well. Beekmantown keeping a hanger up, looking to get past Northeastern defenders. Northeastern with the puck, trying to move it around into the neutral zone. Beekmantown dumping it in for Northeastern. Beekmantown with the puck, staying on sides, dumping it in. Beekmantown looking to put a little pressure here into the third period on the Cougars. Matt Welch, I'm sure, looking for a little action there to try to stay warm here. It's one of the toughest things for a goaltender when you don't have a lot of action going on your side. Here comes Northeastern, the shot save. And as I was saying, it is one of the toughest things. Goaltender, not a lot of action. It's tough to stay loose and stay warm and stay into the game. So it's really important that Matt Welch back there talking with his defenders, trying to do all he can. Nice stop there. He'll send it off. And the Cougars have a 2-on-1. The pass off the glass, just upstairs. Northeastern keeping it in. We've played 10 minutes here into the third period, 5 minutes left to go into the game. And Northeastern scores! That'll move the score up to an 8-3 lead. Northeastern, they appear to have the game under control. Coach Francis has to be happy with his troops today. And Bill Bayshard, I'm sure, is happy with his troops as well. I mean, they played a terrific game, too. A little more offense on Beekmantown's part. It would have been a lot closer game so far. Northeastern, shot. Nice save by Beekman. Shot again. Northeastern doing a nice job getting to the rebounds. Beekmantown defenders need to clear that puck away from Beekman as quick as possible. Beekmantown, one offensive player into the Cougar zone. Now here comes the Beekmantown players, obviously making a line change here. Beekmantown trying to force it in along the boards. And the puck comes out into the neutral zone. No offsides. Pass out front. There's going to be no icing here because the puck was coming off a Cougar stick. So the Cougars have to come back, grab the puck, reposition, and come out. And that hit the stick of a Beekmantown player. Here comes Northeastern. Nice try of a drop pass there. Cougars keep trying to keep it in. Back out in the center ice. Couldn't keep a stick on it. A lot of back and forth seesaw battle right here. 45 minutes is a long time to be out there. Even with the rest, it takes a lot out of you to play this game. Good clean hit by Beekmantown. And Matt Welch coming out of the net, sending the puck around the boards. Beekmantown getting possession of the puck and just forced out of the zone. So Beekmantown coming out to come back on sides. Pass up front. Cougars Trying to set something up here. Slap shot. Save right into the chest pads. Cougars regain the rebound. I believe the puck got tied up into the defender's skates. Northeastern looking to add some more insurance here late into the third period. 2 minutes left to go here. Cougars up 8-3, another shot on net. And we're going to get a stoppage in play. And I'd like to take this time to thank our producer, Calvin Castine, for bringing us Cougar hockey. And special thanks to Eric Richards joining me up here in the stands. I am Craig Hicks bringing you play-by-play. So the play's coming back down to the right of Beeman. A very familiar sight in tonight's game. Cougars outplaying Beekmantown massively. Here comes Beekmantown though. And they score! With 1:38 left to go. 8-4. Matt Welch just going to send the puck back down to the ice.
Big play by the Beekmantown 8th grader, Seamus. Giving a fake shot and putting over the pass right on the tape. Yes, I'm back. I'm here.
So with a minute and a half left to go, it looks like we're going to have a penalty coming up here to Northeastern. So for the remaining minute and a half, it appears Northeastern's going to be short-handed.
It's a running time. I guess they don't care.
It's going to be
Parker running 10 seconds off the clock.
It's going to be kind of tough though to come back 4 goals down with a minute and 17 left to go into the game.
It is, but you ride on a bus for 20 minutes to play 15 minutes of hockey.
Yeah, but it's cold on the fingers, you know. I didn't get a second period intermission break like you did. Beekmantown, that shot, nice save by Welch. Beekmantown wins the draw. And Northeastern going to force it out into Beekmantown territory. Cougars chasing. Back into the neutral zone. Beekmantown. Good double team by the Cougars, and it was a clean play right there.
Leg was stuck out a little too far for my taste.
The officials had a good look at it, and they called it clean. Here comes Beekmantown. And in and up into the net. Better be careful. We'll be getting some more insulation on the ice here pretty soon. And it appears the Cougars are going to inherit another penalty here, which is going to force them to play the triangle here. And Beekmantown 5-on-3. Cougars get it out of the zone. We're at half a minute here to play into the game. Beekmantown hoping to put one more onto the board here before the end of the game. Nice stick work. The shot, the save. Oh, he just misses the rebound. Welch looking for it. Nice glove save, Matt Welch. Nice play with Matt Welch right there, sticking with the puck the whole time. I mean, he was skirmishing around there for the puck.
I see that. You notice Beekmantown's move, putting that Seamus in the center.
And Beekmantown getting another shot off. Beekmantown putting a lot of pressure on here in the last minute of play. And we got 3 seconds left. Northeastern going to clear it down. That's going to be our final score, everybody. Northeastern Clinton over Beekmantown, 8-4. So for Calvin Castine and Eric Richards, this is Craig Hicks saying so long and see you next time.
Goal for the Cougars. He's 1-5-7. And Nostrin. Put it in the gutter. Noggle. They have a good shot. Let's see, 131. for Macy. Could be Van Nostrand's last ball. It's 7 for the frame, gives him a 69. And Cecina's up. Let's see, 99 for Noggle. Team score, 925 for the Cougars, 543 for Saranac. Cougars will win it quite easily. Cecina will pick up the spare. So he's got a 151 plus whatever he gets here. Let's see, Cecina carries a 155 average, Noggle a 144. So Cecina gets a 158, and that's it from the Beaumont. We got a Hessel for get to the volleyball at Northeastern Clinton. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and for those few of you who are supporting Hometown Cable's continuing efforts.